actually, the similarity goes deeper than that. Um, Sometimes when I first started doing podcasts to get people interested in the book, uh, podcasters, not you, because you ask very high level questions, but podcasters would ask me, Charles, put your book in 3 bullet points. And at first, the first time somebody asked me to do that, I was a bit taken back, but I realized that's a fair question. So I have, when I work with leaders in business, I say there are 3 questions I have for you, and this brings it together. Number one, what always goes wrong in your company or your industry? Always goes wrong. Not sometimes goes wrong, but always goes wrong. So you might have an industry where you're always taking advantage of your loyal customers. That's a typical one, say in utilities. Uh, you might have you might have an industry where you're so focused on safety, you never innovate anything, and that's something that always goes wrong. There are any number of things, but that's my first question. And the thing that always surprises me, I would think that's the hardest question, but virtually every leader I've ever spoken to could answer that. Say, I know the answer to that, Charles. It's been nagging at me for years. We can't solve it, but here's the answer. And then I ask them, but it turns out for leaders to be the harder question. What would you love to do instead? Why is that the harder question? People become leaders because they are brilliant managers. You don't get appointed to a position of leadership where you can, change the world or your company unless you've proven that you can manage. And managers manage around things that always go wrong. So they're brilliant at managing around what always goes wrong. And it's always stunning when somebody says, what would you love to do instead? And then the third thing, and all the people I talk about have to go through these questions. And then the third question is, to make that change, to do what you love, what risk would you have to take? What risk would you have to take where people think you're doing something that's wrong? And that's really the heart of my book, helping people identify the risk that they have to take, where people would see them doing something wrong, and then helping them with the way that they can coach themselves or get a coach to help them to get through it.